There is a specific kind of loneliness that only exists inside a car at night. When you are driving down an empty road, encased in glass and steel, you feel a false sense of security. You are moving. You are in control. The headlights cut a cone of safety through the darkness ahead. But the rearview mirror is a different story. It shows you where you've been, and it shows you the infinite, consuming blackness chasing you. Roads are liminal spaces. They are not destinations. They are the in-between. They cut through ancient forests. They wind over mountains where people have died, and they pave over history that would prefer to remain buried. Throughout history, travelers have reported that on certain stretches of asphalt, the laws of reality seem to thin. Tonight, we are buckling up for a drive down the 4 most notoriously haunted roads in the world. These aren't just local legends whispered by teenagers. These are roads with police reports, documented accidents caused by phantom obstructions, and terrifying accounts from long-haul truckers who refuse to drive them after dark. From the winding terror of New Jersey's woods to the jungle highways of Malaysia where demons hitchhike, these are the roads where you never, ever stop your car. If you look at a map of West Milford, New Jersey, you will see a stretch of road that looks innocuous enough. Clinton Road. It's a 10-mile stretch of winding asphalt, surrounded by dense, encroaching woods. But ask any local or any paranormal investigator on the East Coast, and they will tell you, this is the most terrifying road in America. The atmosphere of Clinton Road is oppressive. Even during the day, the trees canopy over the street, casting it in perpetual twilight. But at night, it becomes a gauntlet of the supernatural. The road is infamous for having the longest traffic light in the country, a red light that keeps you waiting in the dark for minutes on end, leaving you vulnerable to whatever is watching from the trees. The legends here are layered, almost competing with each other for dominance. There are rumors of a druidic temple, a stone structure in the woods where hikers have reported seeing hooded figures and strange fires. There are stories of ghost trucks, phantom headlights that appear in your rearview mirror, blinding you, tailgating you aggressively, pushing you faster and faster around the dangerous curves, only to vanish into thin air when you finally pull over. But the most enduring and most active spirit on Clinton Road is found at Dead Man's Curve. There is a bridge over a small, stagnant creek at one of the road's sharpest turns. The legend says that a young boy once drowned in the water below, either falling while playing or, in darker versions, being thrown over. Now, he waits under the bridge. It isn't just a story, it's a ritual that hundreds of people have tested. The instructions are simple. You go to the bridge at midnight. You take a penny and place it on the yellow line in the middle of the road. Then, you retreat to your car, turn off the engine, and wait. Witnesses report hearing the sound of splashing water when the creek is perfectly still. They hear the wet slap of bare feet on the pavement. And when they turn their headlights back on, the penny is gone. Or, more chillingly, the penny has been returned, placed carefully on the hood of their car. But the boy at the bridge isn't always playful. There are police reports of drivers swerving off the road at Dead Man's Curve because they saw a child standing in the middle of the lane, staring blankly at them. When they get out to check, the road is empty, and the only sound is the wind in the trees. Clinton Road is a place where the darkness feels heavy. It's a place where the woods seem to be holding their breath. And every driver who travels it knows the one golden rule. Keep your eyes forward, don't look at the reflection in the window, and no matter what you see, do not stop. We move now from the American woods to the dense, humid jungles of Malaysia. The Karak Highway is a vital artery connecting Kuala Lumpur to the town of Karak. It cuts through rugged mountains and thick rainforests. It is a marvel of engineering, but it is also built upon a foundation of tragedy. During its construction, many workers died due to accidents and landslides. In 1990, a massive crash involving a passenger bus, a tanker lorry, and several cars killed 17 people. The trauma of this road is soaked into the asphalt, and now it is widely considered the most haunted highway in Asia. The most famous entity on the Karak Highway is not a person. It is a car. Travelers report seeing a yellow Volkswagen Beetle. It appears in the slow lane, driving just ahead of you. You signal to overtake it. You pass it, glancing over to see who is driving, but the car is empty. There is no one behind the wheel. Confused, you continue driving. A few miles later, you see taillights ahead. It's the yellow Volkswagen again. It is always ahead of you. No matter how fast you drive, you cannot escape it. Some drivers report that the car drives in reverse at high speeds, its headlights staring at you like unblinking eyes. It is a spectral loop, a ghost car designed to confuse and terrify drivers until they lose control on the winding mountain passes. But the yellow beetle is mischievous. The Pontianak is deadly. In Malay folklore, the Pontianak is the vengeful spirit of a woman who died during childbirth. She is a vampire-like creature, smelling of frangipani flowers before rotting meat. Truck drivers on the Karak Highway report seeing a beautiful woman standing on the shoulder of the road in the dead of night, flagging them down. If they stop, she asks for a ride. Those who let her in report that the car suddenly becomes heavy. The air turns freezing cold. And when they look at the passenger seat, the woman's face has withered into a skull, or she has vanished entirely, leaving behind the stench of decay. There is a specific legend about a family whose car broke down in the tunnel on the Karak Highway. The husband told his wife and child to lock the doors and stay inside while he went to find help. He walked into the darkness. Hours passed. The wife waited, terrified. Suddenly, a police car pulled up behind them. A frantic officer used a loudspeaker. "Step out of the vehicle. Do not look back. Walk towards me. Run." The wife grabbed her child and walked toward the police car. But curiosity won. She looked back. On top of her family car was a creature, a dark, crouching figure. It was eating something. It was her husband's head. While likely an urban legend, this story keeps Malaysians off the Karak Highway at night. The combination of the isolating jungle, the frequent fatal accidents, and the deep cultural belief in spirits makes this road a place where the supernatural feels dangerously close to the surface. In England, just north of Sheffield, lies the Stocksbridge Bypass. It is a stretch of the A616 road that opened in 1988. It was built to divert traffic away from the town, cutting through the valley. But almost immediately, it earned a nickname, the Killer Road. While the accident rate is high, the name refers to something else. This road was haunted before it was even finished. During the construction in 1987, 2 security guards were hired to watch over the building materials at night. They were parked in a van near Peroid Lane. It was a cold, silent night. Suddenly, they saw children playing near the electricity pylons. This made no sense. It was the middle of the night, on a dangerous construction site, far from any houses. The guards got out of the van to tell the children to go home. As they approached, they realized the children were wearing clothes that looked outdated, tunics and breeches from centuries ago. They were dancing in a circle, playing Ring-a-Ring-O Roses. As the guards got closer, the children didn't run. They simply faded away. They vanished into the mist. Terrified, the guards ran back to their van. But the horror wasn't over. As they sat in the locked vehicle, trying to process what they had seen, a face appeared at the window. It wasn't a child. It was a monk, a figure in a dark, hooded robe, staring in at them with empty, black sockets where eyes should be. The guards drove to the nearest police station, breathless and shaking. The police officers who interviewed them said the men were absolutely terrified, white as sheets. These were tough construction security guards, not prone to flights of fancy. They quit their jobs the next day. Since the road opened, the monk of Stocksbridge has become a regular menace. Drivers report seeing a figure standing on the bridge over the bypass, looking down as if contemplating jumping. When police rush to the scene to save this suicidal man, they find the bridge empty. No one is there. No car, no footprints. Truck drivers have reported slamming on their brakes because a figure in robes suddenly walked out into the middle of the highway, only to pass right through the cab of the truck. History provides a chilling context. The land the bypass cuts through was once used for unbaptized burials. Centuries ago, a monk who had fallen from grace was said to have been buried there in unhallowed ground. By building the road, they dug him up. And now, he walks the A616, an eternal pedestrian on a road built for speed, staring into the cars of the living as they rush by. We end with perhaps the most famous road ghost in history. A story so verified, so documented, and so persistent that it has become a part of Chicago's identity. We are on Archer Avenue, driving past the Resurrection Cemetery. We are looking for Resurrection Mary. Archer Avenue is a long, historic road that winds through the south suburbs of Chicago, flanked by forests and cemeteries. The legend dates back to the 1930s. The story goes that a young girl named Mary had spent the evening dancing at the Willowbrook Ballroom. She got into an argument with her boyfriend and demanded to be let out of the car. It was a freezing cold winter night. She started walking up Archer Avenue, wearing only her white dancing dress and dancing shoes. She never made it home. She was struck by a hit-and-run driver and left to die on the side of the road. Her parents buried her in Resurrection Cemetery, wearing that same white dress. Since that night, Mary has been trying to get home. For nearly 90 years, men driving down Archer Avenue have reported the same impossible encounter. They see a young woman with blonde hair and blue eyes, wearing a white party dress, walking on the side of the road. She looks freezing. Being a good Samaritan, the driver pulls over. She gets in. She is quiet, polite, but her skin is ice cold. She asks to be driven up the road. As they approach the gates of Resurrection Cemetery, she suddenly asks the driver to stop. And then, she vanishes. She doesn't open the door. She doesn't run away. One moment she is solid, sitting in the passenger seat, and the next, the seat is empty. This isn't just a campfire story. It is a story with a paper trail. In 1939, a cab driver named Jerry Paulus picked her up. He claimed he actually danced with her at a ballroom before driving her home. He felt her solid form. He spoke to her. When she vanished at the cemetery, he was so shaken he went to the address she had given him as her home. A woman answered the door. It was Mary's mother. She told him Mary had been dead for years. But the most chilling piece of evidence appeared in 1976. A driver passed the cemetery and saw a girl in a white dress locked inside the cemetery gates, grasping the iron bars, screaming to be let out. The police were called. When they arrived, the girl was gone. But on the bars of the cemetery gate, they found something that made the news. Two of the iron bars had been bent apart by incredible force, and scorched into the metal were the clear, black handprints of a small woman. The section of the fence was eventually removed because so many people came to see the ghost handprints, but photos remain. They show the physical evidence of a spirit trapped between worlds, endlessly walking Archer Avenue, looking for a ride home that she will never complete. We spend so much of our lives on the road. It is a place of transit, a place of music and thought. But these stories remind us that the road is also a place of danger. When you are driving alone at night, and the radio static starts to hiss, and the fog rolls in, check your back seat. Check your mirrors. And if you see a figure walking on the shoulder, wearing clothes from another time, or if a pair of headlights appears behind you and just won't let up, don't be a hero. Don't pull over. Just keep driving. Because on these roads, the dead have the right of way.